Previously on Star Trek Resurgence.
We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar?
We've got incoming!
They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
Commander Rydak, where's your captain?
Sorry to disappoint you, but he's alive and well.
Commander Rydak, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked.
We need to call for reinforcements.
We might have an option. Portal 6-3.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active.
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. Weapons must be biocoded.
You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't want to cause a panic. Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydak. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3.
Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps.
Riker's ship is at risk. They all are. I can't believe you would want to keep that from him.
Engine status. Right. The warp cores are still practically redlined.
The controls will be no use, so we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
I think I can get us there.
Barbarians. It's him. How dare you disturb me?
The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back?
A group of Taconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame.
I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Takan. So I will go with you.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure that Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Itasca, can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Surrella, my friend.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
I swear, we will make them pay for it.
What is going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Star Trek Resurgence. Oh, Portal 6-3. You see the stranger among
So much
us.
I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best.
Blunt and straight to the point.
I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
Well,
something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tekon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict.
The atmosphere
That was
sounds
always our
dead.
challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
The Federation prides itself on its inclusiveness. I'd say it's one of our greatest strengths.
Yes, it is.
As the Vulcans say, infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Star Trek is diverse,
I'd be curious
inclusive.
to meet one of these Vulcans. If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvin, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front.
That won't go over.
I'll need to make certain modifications.
I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do.
Just know, without it, I won't be able to help you.
This isn't gonna fly.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Ugh.
Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tekon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvin.
I am at your service. To whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your posts. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
Choose your next words wisely, Captain.
I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
And we do need your help. Absolutely. And we are grateful that you decided to come.
And your captain has an odd way of expressing his gratitude.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. Clearly it's with the Tekon.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Tekon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Tekon. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything?
Captain, I know it's a risk. But right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Now I understand your reluctance. I never imagined offering to help would be met with such ignorance. Bordering on incompetence.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude
Captain
of the
Solano is a
Science purpose.
douchebag right
So
now.
myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Ryder, a word.
You need to watch your tone.
And to think, I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize this puts me in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start. But now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Or don't
Which
you care?
I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally.
Oh, shut up, Solano. You just want the easy way out. You want the easy way out.
Shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
I'm sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here. Both of which are more important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
Then so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes.
Of course
Let me
I'm
know
right.
if you find anything.
You're the one that's acting
We're good.
inhuman.
You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Galvan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours.
You're gonna get rid of all that right
the
after.
galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How long
I
will it
found
take?
something. There you are.
Instantly, wow.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydick to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar.
I'm
set a
really
course for the
surprised
Palisades
Solano
cluster.
didn't go crazy then over crystals coming
Well, I
out of his
suppose I owe you an
screens.
apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
They say the true measure of a leader is being able to admit your mistakes. So thank you.
Next time I'll do a better job of listening.
Yes, you will.
Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the
What?
reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Where is it?
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvan for you.
Is this something that
It's
Miranda
designed
hid?
to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvan's ship.
You're sure it's Taconian? It couldn't be something else causing the interference?
Nothing else operates on that frequency. I'm positive.
Alright.
Don't
Alright,
worry,
okay.
I'll get this fixed.
I believe you.
We're going to find that ship. Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden.
What is
Better
it?
to rely on my tricorder. There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out. That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Oh, in here. The hell?
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
So it's not that? The hell could it be? It's inside the screen?
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
Right. So, where is it now? What the hell?
Found it.
What is it? Oh. How do we destroy it?
Excuse me. Do you belong here? Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes. You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
Sorry, it's not something I can go into.
Right, of course. Forget I asked.
Will do.
There is one thing you can help with. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
Cool.
Well, I'll leave you alone already.
Right, so...
Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Indeed. Tylus, no. Please, Tylus isn't... No, Tylus can't... No, Tylus can't be Draconian. Right?
Maybe Tylus saw something.
Or maybe Tylus is a Draconian disguised. I do hope not.
Tylus, can I speak to you for a
God,
moment?
I hope not.
Of course. Is something wrong?
Well, you could say that.
Something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned?
Yes.
Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the scions as much as anybody.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Oh, thank God.
It's your turn.
Sure.
Clear.
Yes.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
True.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
Good idea.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
God! That's a lot. Hotaru delegation.
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
Now this is manageable.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
That goes down to 3.
Let's see who's left. No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
It could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Arnu 4.
Oh.
Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
As much as I hate to admit it.
It adds up. It really does.
True.
Oh no.
It does explain why he was so opposed to getting help from Portal.
And it explains why he's such a douchebag.
So they had plenty of opportunity to target him.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do.
Oh no.
But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
Oh shit.
That's not going to be easy.
Oh god,
First thing I
god.
need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
Oh my god. The captain's at the con. Oh my god, the captain's at the con. Well, a Scion of the Flame, I think.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my god.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan.
Okay.
What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits?
Yeah.
Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us
the outer rim
location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire, but be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Taconian firepower.
Shit.
If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous.
Oh god.
My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds.
Well, that's
I must
not
speak
good.
with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy.
But why would the
My
captain go
powers will
down
not
into
be able to
engineering?
protect us. Do you
Like
know who
he's
it
got
is?
any need to.
They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
Just leave that to me. I hope to resolve it soon.
The longer you wait, the more time we lose. Bioforming was so rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
I'll have it.
Yeah.
Once I've bioscanned the person I suspect. I just need to visit Dr. Duval.
What if it is Dr. Duval?
It's quite the claim. You told me you were worried about him, but I never imagined this was what was wrong.
It's gotta be one of them.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
Would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan.
But what were the other two?
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare
Well, there was
him unfit
Miranda.
to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order.
And obviously...
Are you sure you're prepared for this?
Rydek. Not Rydek.
If
Yeah,
you fail,
Rydek.
That's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
I am. I have to be.
Good. You know what this is going to take. I'm in.
Everything.
But we can't pull this off with just the two of us.
I know.
I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim. Or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
The Illidian. Not Illidian. The, Blue man. I can trust Blue man. The hell? Just jumped out of warp.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah. They won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Oh yeah. Find a working Okay, how do you expect me to go through here? Ah. Here we go.
I got the ship's heading.
Where's it going?
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Oh! Shit! Oh! No idea why
The
I'm
inertial
tired.
dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by a Lydian hand, despite all this Takan corruption. We'll hold.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Oh, wow, what a nice transition.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
The Trill?
What about you? Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
We only get one life to live. I'm not counting on anything coming after I close my eyes for the last time.
Then you may never understand this, but please try. My people have a special journey. When Illidians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed.
Yeah.
So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To to think of what she could be going through right now.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor.
Oh.
The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host.
Gross.
But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely.
So.
My sister was the closest person in the world to me.
So somewhat like
I
Venom.
knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister.
You should try to see her again. When all this is over. Maybe things have changed for her after you've been away for years.
Hopefully.
I couldn't go back. Not now.
Try.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do.
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe.
Indeed.
As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
If they don't cease this madness.
Another jump?
What is this place?
Is that the Veskar?
Whoa.
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are 2 ships. Did this just get better or worse?
Probably worse.
Certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives stolen.
It's worse. This is definitely worse.
Thanks. That really helps.
You're welcome.
This doesn't look like the Ophelia. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm. It's back.
Lovely.
What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Astrometric radiation is dropping. The Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Oh. Wonderful. Captain?
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong.
You sure?
In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
Huh? I can understand the captain being brought down to medbay or something like that, but never engineering. Who can I trust? Who's noticed that the captain's not himself? This guy.
Commander Irma, a word, please.
Of course, Commander.
Oh God, please, 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 please.
How can I help?
The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
Based on what?
Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu 4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan.
I know you're intensely loyal to Captain Solano, and have protected his interests from the start. Even if it skirts the boundaries of Starfleet regulations. That's exactly what the Captain was hoping for when he brought you on as first officer. Why trust me with this? There were others you could have confided in. I may not have been the best choice.
In our every interaction, you've been level-headed and kind. Something this sensitive? There was no one else I could turn to.
I would be flattered, were the situation not so dire. When we first met on the starbase, I told you about the accident that took so many of our crew.
God.
You said you were sorry for my loss. The Captain being bioformed. That's our loss now.
It is.
We will survive this. I have Dr. Duval's support for relieving him of command. Once we get a bioscan of Captain Solano, we'll have the proof to make that happen.
God, I hope
He'll never agree to it.
He'll have to, if we confront him publicly.
Oh.
On the bridge.
Oh, God!
I need you to back me when he tries to refuse it.
You realize this will make you captain, don't you? Are you prepared for that? Especially under these circumstances. In this way.
As first officer, it is my duty and responsibility to protect the interests of the ship and its crew when the captain has been compromised.
Well said, Commander.
You're welcome. Oh, God!
You have my support.
Awesome!
When do we act?
Now!
Dr. Duval is already on the bridge. She'll ask Solano to
oh my God,
undergo
I'm
a bioscan.
so excited.
Then we confront him when he refuses.
Into battle we go.
But what if he doesn't refuse? What if... Oh, I don't want to say it, but what if the Doctor is the... What if she is bioformed and it's not the Captain? What I feel like it's the Doctor that's bioformed and not the Captain? Oh, I don't know. Come on.
Now or never.
Now. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God,
Captain
oh, God,
Solano.
oh, God, oh, God.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will.
Captain?
What you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're going to stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
I hope you're not hiding something, Captain. If you aren't, there's no reason to refuse.
I don't like your implication.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. The safety of the ship is of paramount importance.
And you don't care about this shit.
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you.
No.
I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post.
No. No.
Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the academy.
I'd follow that order, if you were actually Captain Solano.
Well then, there's only one thing left to do.
Yeah, bioscan.
Security to the bridge.
No.
Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Wait. With all due respect, Captain, Commander Rydek deserves the chance to defend herself.
You have no say in this, Commander Ermot. Sit down.
I will not.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
Jeez! Oh god!
Sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Takan in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a Scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Bioscan him. Bioscan him
Wait,
now.
Stand down. That's an order.
This is outrageous. What is happening?
Bioscan him now!
Someone needs to make sense of this right now. Or we're going to run out of places to stash prisoners.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
Bioscan him. Bioscan him.
What's happening?
Bioscan him!
Once and for all.
Please, 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 please. Oh god, please, 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 please.
Commander Rydek was right. Captain Solano has been compromised.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He's been bioformed into a Takan.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Rydek's captain
As the
now.
Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I am relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
Oh my god! Solano's a Takan. Well, a sign of the flame. Oh my god. Rydek is captain now.
That could have been so much worse.
Could have
We're
been.
all right.
I'm fine. Are you okay?
It hardly seems real.
Oh.
I think right now is I will miss the captain. I've known him for so long. To lose him like this, it's...
I will miss him too. He was a good man.
Oh my god. Well, those two feel like that because I didn't go to them. You know, if I went to them, they would feel fine. And the other two would feel angry. You know, it doesn't matter who I went to, the other two would still feel a bit of shame that I didn't go to them. I'm a she's a captain now.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
Warp!
Engage.
Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus! Okay, we're in it now.
Fire! Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Elydian ship is here.
The Zeldi?
We're outnumbered.
Captain,
Hail him.
your orders.
Return fire on the Zeldi.
Returning fire. No effect. Their shields are holding.
Veskar's warp engines are powering up.
Our warp engines are offline.
Crap, I
That
should have
must have
said
been their
invasive
goal.
maneuvers.
They didn't want us to chase the Veskar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
How? We need to...
Come on.
I almost have it.
They gotta know we're here. Hurry. You got it?
Got it. Diaz to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice.
Yes!
Is Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, we're both here. We're both okay.
Very good, Petty Officer.
Get us out of here?
We can't transport you out while the Zeldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship? Find a way. Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it. Because we can't give you much more time. We can't let them fire on the Zeldi.
Understood. Diaz out. We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Lydian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
Can't wait to see this.
I've polarized the hull
See
plate.
this.
That should allow us to take a few more hits.
Oh.
Enemy phaser impact dissipated.
Heading, Captain?
Get behind the asteroid.
Attack pattern Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and come back firing.
Aye, Captain.
Zeldi, in range.
Fire!
Fire!
Hey.
Zeldi's shields down to 82%.
Brilliant. Evasive maneuvers.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion system.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
It's not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
To me, it's simple. You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me? I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
Commander Ermot, give Bortle access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
Whoa! Super speed.
Your ship has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of These freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside. Something we can make airtight. Damn it, not this one.
This one.
Oh, here we go. This'll work.
The first one I
That's
see.
great.
Yes.
It's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Brilliant. Oh, I love this. It's switching between the two characters, you know,
Their phaser banks are recharging.
again and
Now's
again
our
and
window.
again and
We have
again.
to
It's
strike
brilliant.
I agree.
back. Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Edzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere.
Targeting their engines.
Whoa. We gotta move it now.
These will give us the push we need.
Those are
bombs.
explosives.
Ride the blast right out of here. All set.
Right,
I'll
let's
set the containment field to deactivate, and then run back. We can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we do.
Before all the air sucks out of the
Okay,
cargo bay.
let's get inside. Let's get inside of it. God, I hope Alien is gonna come back in fast enough. Come on! Yes! 3, 2, 1.
Hurry!
Shit!
What are they doing in there?
Go! Now! Now!
Please, help me.
No. Let the Khan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
Sorry.
Can't. We don't have the time. We have to seal ourselves in.
This ship can't fly. Sidron set it to self-destruct. Please, Aminta.
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
Don't leave me.
Get this life off the ship before Sidron blows it all to hell.
Oh God.
We're going.
Sorry, you're a sign of the flame. You're a risk.
Edzelar to Resolute.
I have the away team.
Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready. And you should know, the Zeldy is set to self-destruct.
If we do enough damage to the Zeldy first, it'll prevent the self-destruct sequence from completing.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
They escaped.
Hold all fire. Get out of there, petty officer. Do it now.
You heard her.
Done.
Ready?
Go!
Detonate.
Yes!
We're out.
I have them on sensors. Tractor beam activating.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire!
Fire!
Whoa! Yes! Got our crew back.
Tractor beam's locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else.
What?
Tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldi detonated.
Sidron.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now.
We destroyed the Zeldi. He doesn't have a ship.
As far as we know.
It can't run from us down there.
We have to be sure he's neutralized.
I have to see what's down there.
Is this the Takan arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Takan Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Brodrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
You're trying to sideline me?
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
Hey, what do you think about that? Ermont's in the captain's chair. And how many times has had that honor? That is where I leave it. Oh, this is getting good. My God, Captain Solano is a Takan. I didn't see that coming at all. I can't wait to finish this. It's going to be awesome. I shall see you all in the next one. Goodbye.